Hi there. Welcome back to Supercharge Fridays. I am doing a quick tech check to see if everything works. I'm in a new location. I'm on my mobile and I want to make sure if everything works. If you're tuning in, welcome back to Supercharged Fridays 238th Friday consecutively of live streaming. I hope you're doing well and let me know in the comments that things are working as they should. So, for example, if you're watching me, let me know if you can hear me and let me know if you can see me properly. Give me a quick thumbs up in the comments so that I am, not wondering and I'm not muted and talking to myself. Sometimes that has happened. One can never be too careful. I'm just noticing that my hair is a bit messy, but that's okay. Loud and clear. Cherry May, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here live. Welcome. If you're watching me today and if you and I have not interacted, I'm happy to have you here. My name is Sonal Behel. Quick introduction. I am a former HR director and career strategist. And what I do today as a career coach is I help people who are transitioning in their career, sometimes by choice, sometimes not by choice, and to help them land a good role that pays well, where they feel like they're making an impact. And I do this through courses, content, and coaching. To find out more, check out my website, superchargeyourself.com. I'm going to link that right here. And I have a newsletter which I share about once or twice a week, where I sort of dump my thoughts. You're welcome to subscribe, superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. So, what I do during these Fridays is I help you with whatever it is you're going through in terms of your career, any questions. I like sharing perspectives. So feel free to come in with something that's on your mind. And the idea is let's lighten that load for you, right? And I do this for free, and I've been doing this for free for 4.5 years, going to be 5 years. Can't believe it. Time goes fast. And the idea is to sort of share some perspectives with you. It's not about giving my answers and act like this guru where I know everything, because nobody knows everything. It's more about sort of getting a different point of view, getting a different perspective, getting a fresh set of eyes, and that is what I do. So if you have something on your mind, this would be the best place. I get so many questions weekly. I get so many comments on the YouTube channel, and I always tell them, come to this live stream on Friday. Come here. This is the best place to sort of ask questions. So let me see what's been happening in the comments. This would be a good time to tune in. Thank you, Sharif, for tuning in. Thank you, Cherry May, for letting me know. Hi. So, Cherry May, where are you tuning in from? If I remember correctly, you are in the Philippines. Not quite sure if that is correct. Risto is in Finland. How is sunny Finland today? Ooh, I'm a little jealous. So I am actually tuning in live today from the hills up in a tiny little village called Nainital in the northern part of India. And it's been raining nonstop since I've arrived, which was a few hours ago. So yeah, some sunshine sounds beautiful and very much needed, especially where I am. I hope you've been well, Risto, and I hope you've been busy and happy with the launch of not one, but two new books, completely self written, self published. Well done, Risto. I look forward to having you on the show so we can delve a little bit deeper and dig deeper into what made you write this and what can people expect from reading your book. Yeah, you're from the Philippines, but you're based in Taiwan at the moment. Understood. So, Cherry May, let me know if there's anything I can help you with. If you have any specific questions, this would be a fantastic time to bring it up. Whether you're watching me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, do that, right? That's what this time is all about. And yeah, I don't particularly see questions, so I have a feeling this would be one of those quick, quick live streams. I'm gonna check my email because I received something recently from someone. Unfortunately, I didn't click save, and I think that would be a good question to answer over here. Hmm. I don't know if I'm going to find it. But in the meantime, if you have something on your mind, I really prefer to sort of answer live. Sujit, you have a question coming. You are super welcome to ask over here. Let me see. There's something quite recent. Yeah, I did get a question. Um, how do you deal with the fact of fighting the pressure to accept an offer, especially when you have been in job search on the market with rejection starting to pile up? How long should I hold out for an offer that meets my salary expectations? Okay, I'm going to call him Larry. Okay, I like to keep questions confidential. So I'm just going to repeat the question, right? How do you deal with, so what do you do if you have an offer? You don't, this is not what he said, but this is what I'm reading between the lines. There is pressure to take an offer, which means that he doesn't necessarily want to take it, but there is pressure to take it, particularly because he's been in job search mode for a while, and he needs income to come in. And in the meantime, lots of rejections happening around. So how long should you hold out? Now, listen, it's a very personal choice, Larry. What would you do if you're watching this? And let me know what you think. How long would you wait out? Would you wait? Would you take it? I think there is no wrong answer here, Larry. It depends what you want to do. It's a personal decision based on a bunch of factors that are important to you. If you are in job search mode actively for a while and you need the income to come in, because for many people it could be like, hey, I'm not in a position to take care of my mortgage anymore, or my health care, or my rent is difficult. I would say then I'm a pragmatist, right? If that means take the offer, take the offer. Just remember that there is no forever offer, not in 2024. Take it. You need to approach it with an open mind. If you take it and you didn't quite want to, but there is pressure, take it. Things can change in 6 months, things can change in 1 year, and it could look very different. So it could be a stopgap arrangement, but it could also be, you never know, you might actually end up enjoying it. Who has seen the future? Nobody, right? So I would say I have no qualms with taking it. I have done that in the past. I'm not one of those people that will judge you and say, hey, wait it out for the right one, for the right salary expectations. I don't know when that'll come. I don't know how long you can wait it out. But if income is tight, or if you have financial savings and you can wait it out, that's your choice. But I personally don't like waiting too long. I like to stay busy. And the argument could be, but yeah, how will it look on my resume if I've changed multiple times? That's okay. If it's too short and you already got something again in a couple of months, you don't even have to talk about it on your resume. It doesn't, nobody's forcing you to do that. But like I said, you might just like it. How do you know? Right? So I hope that helps you. And I wish you the very best, Larry. Okie do. Sujit, how do you negotiate salary when you don't have multiple offers? Yeah. And that's absolutely normal. I mean, if you see my videos on YouTube, Sujit, I think I only have one video where I talk about the fact that if you have multiple offers, that's helpful to you. But it's not a compulsory thing. If you don't have multiple offers, you still can negotiate. Check out my playlist. I have like 7 videos on my YouTube channel in a playlist called Negotiate Like a Pro, where I talk about how to negotiate, whether you have one offer, 2 offers, or 0 offers. Go through the step-by-step approach. There's a 10-step process. Go through that. And if you still have questions, Sujit, come back here. But you can definitely negotiate, because the fact that you're asking me this tells me that you think the fact that you don't have an offer at hand, you think of it as a disadvantage. Not necessarily. The fact that you even have one offer means you have leverage, because they have given you their cards. They have displayed their cards. You have an offer. Nobody else has an offer. No company makes an offer to 2 companies, to 2 candidates at the same time. Okay? Good luck. All right. I'm seeing questions come in. Hi, Naveen. What's happening? I work as a project manager. I have only 6 years experience, and I'm planning to switch, but I'm not getting any calls, maybe due to less work experience, or high, maybe you're earning very high, right? High CTC, cost to company. Could you please suggest a way to overcome this problem? So, Naveen, I think that what is important for you is that if you are working in project management and you plan to switch, but what do you plan to switch to? And why should a company be calling you if you don't have experience in the other thing that you plan to switch to? Are you following what I'm saying? Because we're not talking about project manager experience and we're not talking about the fact that it's only 6 years experience. It's the fact that the thing that you want to do, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be teaching, it could be anything. It could be engineering, it could be AI, whatever. The point is you need to show the company why should they hire you for that thing instead of hiring a new graduate who's got zero work experience, to whom they can pay starting salary, versus with you they have to compensate 6 years experience. Why should they do that? You need to show, you need to connect the dots for them, and your positioning and your messaging needs to be that, hey, I've done project management very successfully, I can do this other thing as well. You need to be showing that, and if you don't show that, you're not going to be getting calls, and your resume is not convincing them of that, and that's problematic. So you need to be doing that. And I have couple of videos on my YouTube channel on all things career change. On all things career change. So definitely check that out. Good luck. Hey, Cherry May. How many minutes is the best for self-introduction during an interview? Cherry May, I think it totally depends. You talk to 10 different coaches, you're going to get 10 different answers. I personally, I'm not a fan of talking too much, particularly in the beginning, because people think that, oh, he's asked me for an intro, so I'm just going to share my entire life story and it'll go on for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. I like my intro to be quick, clean, and done. And I want to focus the microphone back to the interviewer. So I like, if you watch my Tell Me About Yourself videos on YouTube, it's about 90 seconds. The demo answer I have in that video is 90 seconds. And it's about quality for me, not quantity. It's about quality. As long as you can talk about the main things and cover those main things, and I talk about that in my framework. If you can do that, you're in a good place. So good luck with that. Hi there. What is the job market like in 2024? It's a very broad question, right? Where and which industry, right? I don't know. Very broad to answer. You can sort of see that it's still quite fragmented. It depends where we're talking about, right? Depends where you live. All right. What is the other question? Would you okay. Hi, LinkedIn user. I want to see on my laptop who you are, because it's kind of annoying when hi, it's Christine. Hi, Christine. Hi. Would you entertain a recruiter who was previously a lifeguard and this is their first real full-time job? Yes. Why not? Why not? And I don't even know when you say entertain. I mean, I'm guessing you mean, would you take their call? Well, maybe they're good at what they do. You will not know till you talk to them. Everyone's allowed to make career pivots, right, Christine? You, me, everyone, and lifeguards. I want to hear what they have to say. Hey, Rakesh, I have 3 months notice. Because of this, I'm not getting calls. As recruiters, can you help me? Yeah, Rakesh, you need to figure out a way to negotiate. My God, if I have a nickel for every time I get this question on my Supercharged Fridays, it's pretty much weekly. You need to figure out a couple of things. You need to figure out if you can negotiate this with your current company, and you need to figure out if you can negotiate this with your new company, right? Oftentimes, they are willing to let go of your notice period or parts of your notice period, and sometimes both companies can come to an agreement. Sometimes it's if they find a replacement for you, you can train that person quickly so that you are out. But it's the norm. It's the norm. And if a new company wants to hire you and they have a 3-month notice period as well, I don't know. You have to find a way to make it work. We only talk about negotiation when we are starting jobs. We also need to talk about negotiations when we're ending and how to do that. Many times, if you're in senior roles, companies actually don't want you sticking around. They don't want you hanging around because of confidentiality. They will put you on garden leave. And they'll also say, yeah, it's okay, you can leave. 15th August is your last day, for example. That's in your interest. So you need to be sort of putting a little bit of pressure on them, because companies do that, right? Companies put pressure on you, but you also can put pressure on your current employer. It's in your interest, not in their interest. So good luck with that. Hi there. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're very welcome, Naveen. Naveen, good luck with everything. Hey, Dominique. Dominique Henderson, how are you doing? I think it's your first time here. Welcome, welcome. I'm an executive COO looking to take the next steps. Yeah, Dominique, what does that look like when you say taking the next steps? Feel free to reach out to me if I can help you with anything. You're more than welcome for a few months. Yeah, if they're out of school, Christine, and the lifeguard could have been like the side gig, right? The side hustle they were doing, and it's not their sort of primary 9 to 5. Then they don't tend to be very senior level recruiters. They tend to be at what is known in the recruiting world as researchers. They are the ones who find the talent. So it's very good to have those people in your corner. It can't hurt. It can't hurt you, honestly. All right. Hey, Ranajoy, is it okay to add hobbies and accomplishments beyond career as part of the Tell Me About Yourself? It's a good question, Ranajoy. I have a very specific response to that. I like having hobbies. I know many people don't agree with me. That's okay. It's a hill I am willing to die on. I do like adding hobbies and things like that on my resume. People say nobody cares. I've seen people care. I've seen a lot of people care. Okay, it's a way to connect with the reader. When it comes to tell me about yourself, I'm not particularly a fan of doing that. I'm not, because time is of the essence there. The hobbies on the resume would be at the far end, the bottom. But in the introduction, I would say keep the answer professional. Stick to the professional, because it's so short. If we're going to say, like I said in the beginning, if you were just tuning in, I said about this, I talked about this in the beginning. If your answer is going to be 80, 90, 100 seconds, then you want to focus as much as you can on the good stuff, on the juicy stuff. If it comes up as a question, you can always bring it up. All right. Yeah, Dominique, check out my website. And another thing you could do as well is schedule a call with me, actually. I don't have a lot of slots open because I'm currently on holiday with my family, but at least you can fill up the application form. And this is for anyone who would like a bit of help and doesn't quite know where to start. I need to sort of see with you. I need to see you fill out this application, and then we can take it from there. So check out superchargeyourself.com/game plan, because I'm not sure I can help every single person, but at least with the application, it doesn't take you more than 5 minutes. It'll give us, you and me, a better idea on how to take this forward. Okay, do. Yeah, Christine, you are more than welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Raymond, after a 4-month career break, how can one negotiate for a good hike in the next interview? Talk about how the 4-month career break was beneficial to you and how you think it's going to be beneficial to them. Make a business case. How is it going to be beneficial to them? What were you doing in this period of time that you think is actually beneficial to that company? Think about that. Think about that. And people will say it's not possible. Go deeper. Okay. From COO to CEO, what are the notable differences you see in COO and CEO resumes, right? You need to have a much more broader skill set. If you think about it, people say COO is a specialty and CMO is a specialty, CPO, Chief Product Officer, Chief Procurement Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief HR Officers are specialties. CEO, I would argue, I had somebody on the podcast a few years ago, Deborah. What's Deborah? What's your last name? It's not coming to me right now. Brilliant episode. She talked about the fact that a CEO is also a specialist, just like a CHRO and CMO. A CEO is that person who gets things done, who has a vision, who puts people together and gets things done. So you want to show the broader skill set of what CEOs are, which is, I would actually argue 50 to 70% of the CEO skill set is the people part. A lot of people want to be CEO. So also think about this, Dominique. A lot of people end up getting disappointed because there are some skill sets which will end up getting diluted because it is so much collaboration, people management, and not as much that they thought would be rolling up their sleeves, getting inside problem solving, because you've got people to do that, right? So you want to show how you can bring people together, fall together under a vision, make them go in the targeted, direction to get that vision, to make that vision a reality. You want to show that in big, broad scales, strategic, longer term, right? Okay. Take a couple of questions and then I'm going to go. So, what happens is every Friday, I do group coaching calls in my program. So, we're going to meet exactly in 5 minutes' time. And these are people in my life, sort of, they're in my cohort, signed up. So, which is why that link earlier is a way to see, if this would be a good fit with what you're looking for. Superchargeyourself.com/game plan. So I'm going to be doing that in about 5 minutes time. So I'm going to quickly answer a couple of questions. All right. You land a job in a new offer from company A, from company B within 1 month of joining company A. You land in Europe. Yeah. What's the best way to inform your manager that you'd like to move to B because it would be a better fit? It's important to come clean. It's important to be honest. But also be prepared that you might be burning a few bridges because you just started with them. No one would like that. You wouldn't like that if you hired someone, if you were in their position and you hired someone and they did this to you. Having said that, nobody ever will care about your career the way you care about your career. So you got to do what will help you secure your future. No one else will do that. Okay? The best way to do it is to come clean, to be honest, to be upfront. You don't have to share which company, all those details, but do let them know that this has come up. And you know what? Many times people will never say it, but they would have done the same thing if they were you. They just may not say it to your face. Okay, good luck and congrats. Congrats on the fact that you have one offer already and you've already started, and the fact that you're getting another offer. It's great. It's a good problem to have. Please do not forget to be grateful for that situation. We only think of it as a problem, but it is amazing. It's good. Good for you. Hi, Taran. I have an offer from a company and I have another interview process going on. Is it okay to say no to the first company before joining date? I would say that why wouldn't you want to do your best and find a way if you can compare both offers and see if they're, unless you know very well that company, the offer you have is just not right. Why would you do that if you don't have an offer from company B yet? Because if you already are employed, you might think, oh, no, I have another third backup option, and that is to stay where I am, which is good. Again, good problem to have. But don't say no before you know all the facts at the other company, right? Hear them out. See what they have to say. So try and see if you can stretch and make those guys who made you an offer, make them wait a little bit, buy a bit of time, and hurry up with the other company where the process is going on. It's okay. You can tell them. Some people don't agree always, but you can always tell them, say, hey, I have another offer, but my priority is to work with you guys. Could you let me know the next steps, please? Not everybody likes that. They might think if it is you're applying a pressure tactic. It's not necessarily true. It depends how you say it, right? But I wouldn't necessarily say no immediately before checking. All right. Okay, I have 1 minute. Hi, May de la Cruz. In 5 months, I'm in my current job for 5 months, but I have an interview next week. Take the interview. What happens when a company hires you and then they get rid of you in 5 months? Sometimes it's not even your fault, right? So take the interview. You're not saying yes. You're just saying yes to the interview. You're not being disloyal. Don't worry. Put yourself first. It's okay. PNG sent me an assessment link for the position of IT manager. Please suggest good tips. Adulting female. I'm so sorry. I don't quite know what the assessment is, what that looks like. It sounds like a very specific question. I'll tell you what you do. Check out places like Quora and Reddit. You'll see a lot more information on how to address this in more detail, because it totally depends which assessment, what type of questions, something for which we don't have time right now. And as a matter of fact, I gotta go right away. All right. I hope this has been helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you've subscribed. I've been doing this live Friday every, Friday for 4.5 years, and you're more than welcome to come back and join me. And yeah, follow me on LinkedIn for more. And like I said, any specific questions, this would be the place to contact, to ask. No fluff, always full honesty, full pragmatism. You got to do what you got to do. Absolutely no judgment. And I see that it's going a little bit, the connection's not great. Take care of yourselves, and until next Friday. Bye for now.